Okay, what's a Gnomeflinger? No, it's not a new James Bond film. GameMasters here, and we are checking out the Gnomeflinger as found in the new Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen book. This is a large siege weapon that was designed by Tinker Gnomes. As its namesake, it, well, flings gnomes. I'll explain. Gnomes figured that the quickest way to climb up a cliff was to not actually climb it, but to instead launch themselves to the top of it. As such, the Gnomeflinger was designed to hurl creatures in a high arc, sort of like a catapult. It can hold one medium or small creature, and it must be loaded and aimed, taking one action to load it, and then one action to aim it, and then one action to fire it. You can set the Gnomeflinger to fling the creature to either 60 feet, 150 feet, or 300 feet horizontally away, and regardless of trajectory, you will always go up to 60 feet vertically. If said flung creature collides with another creature or object during that trajectory, it will take 1d6 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet away from the Gnomeflinger it is. So at a maximum of 300 feet away, if you choose to not have a means of slowing down, when you smack into the earth or another object, you will take up to 30d6 damage. It has an armor class of 15, 100 hit points, and has damage immunity to poison and psychic. This really could open up some possibilities. Put on some spiky armor and launch yourself into an enemy. Yeah, you'll take some damage, but those spiky bits, they're bound to hurt that enemy. Plus, you'll now be in melee range if you survive the landing. The seat area is woven and not very rigid. I would assume for comfort, which is kind of funny because, well, let's design this for comfort while loading, but who cares how comfortable you are when you land? Of course, the Tinker Gnomes did come up with another device to help slow them down, the Nary Crash, but that's for another video. What are some other creative ways you can see using the Gnomeflinger, keeping in mind that it's not designed for flinging objects, although I really don't see why you couldn't. Tell me your concept for this down in the comments. Let's come up with something just super funny and really creative. And until next our paths cross, may you land safely on your feet.